I will buy if the price is doable. I will probably sell my game for 15. When my game has the content that I want to have in the game, it will be 15, probably 15 bucks, because it's gonna be a lot in the game that you can do. It will have more customizability for characters than Bloons. You can upgrade them more. There will be higher skill ceiling gameplay than in Bloons, where bosses fight back and you have to actually do mechanics for bosses, which is not something you can do in Bloons. You only defend in Bloons. And it will be more interactable. Bloons is 13, yeah, but I will give more customizability, and I'm an indie developer. And making my game too cheap could potentially hurt me for the future. I learned that from Animal Well. The guy sells this game for 25 euros. But 10 euro is a respectable amount. It might bring more sales. It might bring more sales, but it might also give me less revenue. Because, like, it scales crazily. Like, take a look at this. So here's the eternal issue of an indie game developer. Let's go to Steam Revenue Calculator. Let's say, okay, let's say we got lucky. We have 1,000 reviews. 1,000, all right? That's a lot, but possible. Okay, let's say we got lucky. Our game is doing well. Now let's say we sell that for 10. That's 100,000. Just adding in 5 more. That's already 150,000. That's essentially half as much that we earned more. That is crazy. 15 euros might bring less revenue, but it can be said both ways. Yes, maybe we only have 900 reviews, but that is... Wait a minute, this calculator is a bit odd. It counts the last 100 differently. It counts them much more differently, yeah. It counts the last 100 weirdly. It's less. Yeah, but it shouldn't be less. It shouldn't be less. So, like, take a look. Like, it counts this in a weird way. Maybe we have to up the numbers for it to make... Because reviews are not buyers. Yeah, I know. It's reviews and it's calculating the reviews. So, if we have, let's say, 1,000 buyers, right? And we multiply that by 10. That would be 10,000 euro, and then let's say we have 900 buyers and we multiply that by 15. That's 13,000. So that's essentially how that would work. If we assume that there's a percentage of potential buyers that would not buy the game, that will not buy the game because it costs too much for them, then that number is obviously lower. So $15 and minus 20% on launch. I don't need to have a discount on launch, actually. I might do a discount, but I don't need to. Steam will still promote my game to everyone that wishlisted the game. On launch. On update, yeah, I would need to have a discount when I do a big update. But not on launch. I know that launch discount is always there most of the time, but I will probably do 10%, not 50, not 20. More people will review at the launch of a game. When more reviews build up, less people will add as people think it's already been done. Yes. So the higher the review count, so maybe we have to do, let's say, 2,000. Right, 2,000 for 10. Let's say that's 200,000. And then let's say, well, 15. But we only have 1,800. So we have 280,000 compared to 10 on 2,000, which is 212,000. That's a ginormous amount of money. That is crazy. This is not sales, this is reviews. No, we're talking about this. Is my head in the way? Am I in the way, guys? No, you can read it. Like, I could duck a bit, but this is the actual revenue that I would get. It's like 1 million sales. What makes you think you get this many reviews? How many wishlists do you have? I don't have any wishlists at the moment. I have like 400 at most. My game sucks, but this is not the game that I'm advertising at the moment. So this is my KXTD. This is my game on Steam. This is what it looks. Come on. This is what it looks right now. It doesn't get any wish lists because it looks boring. It doesn't look really good.
Game demo.
Often at times it's better to sell at a lower price and sell more copies. I know, AQ, because then...
Don't be afraid.
It's better to sell at a lower price because then the potential to have like a huge hit and a pop-off is higher. But
am I so
it's also dangerous to do that because your revenue could be overall lower.
Big tick support for 8 years.
Thank you very much, Smiling Big. I really appreciate it. Again, I believe you're talking about finding where the supply and demand lines interact. This is a well-known technique for maximizing profit. Yes. So I'll show you something. Why would I sell my game for $15? Well, because this game exists. This game right here is 9 euros. So if I sell my game, I will sell my game, let's say, for 15 euros. Okay, let's talk about euros. This game right here sells for 10 euros. So this game is very simplistic, but it does offer some upgrades. Okay, it's mostly simplistic. It is definitely more simplistic than Bloons. It does not have multiplayer, but it's still a good tower defense game. You know, it shows some really cool stats. Has really good graphics in terms of separation between enemies, background, and towers. And it sold for $75,000 in the first year. That's a lot. $15 is like a beer, lol. I think launch discount price is more important than you think about it. It's an exponential growth. So I will take a look, or I will compare myself to this game. I will compare myself to this game. It's not going to be as sophisticated as this game is, but I will try to get to this game, closer to this game. Closer, but not exactly, because I don't have 7 years. I don't want to spend 7 years on this game. This game is 25 euros. In how many decades? Okay, you're banned. All right. Okay, and so we'll take a look at the SteamDB, the price history of this. Where's this price history? Can we see this as a chart? Max. So it started with it. See, this is what I tell you, 10%. This is what I would do. See, they are smart because they did their research. On launch day, you don't need a discount of 20%. You will always, on launch day, on Steam, when you launch your game, you will always send out an email automatically. Steam sends out an email to everyone. Yeah, it's sort of science. You don't need 20%. They always do that. If you have a discount or not, it doesn't matter on launch. Okay, so you have a huge advantage there. Making your game by discount by another 10% is potentially hurting you. 10%, in my opinion, is enough. These guys have done their research. They did it correctly. 20% is the discount you need when you're already launched and you want to do a big update. Exactly. This is when you do 20%. Exactly. And you see this, right? So he's done 10% at most. And I don't know, you can't really see the sales, right? How many sales, unfortunately, because Steam doesn't give us that. But yeah. And so I'm going to take a look at this game, because this game was published with big mods, and I think these guys are really smart. I think they are the best example to take a look at on how to make a game as a solo indie game developer and then market your game and then potentially set different prices for different regions. I will literally just copy this, essentially. This is like a formula on how to price my game. Yeah, that's essentially how it will be. I'm just gonna copy this, but for my price, which is gonna be 15. At the moment, 15. Palworld also had 10%. Yeah, I think Palworld had 10% too. So yeah, I will do 10%. That's already set in stone. And so this is also why we watched all of these videos, to do research on this. You know, and if if you guys want to know where all of this information comes from, there's a video on YouTube how Steam visibility works. This video right here. Hello, sir. This is the best video to watch on how Steam visibility works. This can help you a lot.